Court does call the case, People versus Tariq Day.
Senior Assistant Prosecutor.
Buckle up, guys. Today we're diving into the return of sovereign citizen Tariq Day, a man who bizarrely requested a competency hearing on himself. In Judge Simpson's courtroom, this self-inflicted legal spectacle is about to unfold, and trust me, the mix of arrogance and confusion here is next level. Let's watch as the case is called and the tension quietly starts to build.
I am Tariq Tariq Day, the executor of the Tariq Day Living Trust and the registered owner of the Tariq Day Ex Relatione Kingdom Wilson estate.
Right. So you are appearing here without an attorney. I do have to advise you that you are charged with the offense of fleeing and eluding in the third degree under the Motor Vehicle Code. That is a felony punishable by up to 5 years incarceration and/or a $1,000 fine plus court costs. Additionally, the Secretary of State could suspend your driving privileges for up to a year. Do you understand that, sir?
I comprehend.
The defendant wastes no time announcing his unusual self-styled identity, declaring himself executor of a living trust and owner of his own estate. Judge Simpson confirms his actual name and notes his appearing without a lawyer, setting the stage for a clash between courtroom reality and sovereign citizen fantasy.
Do you understand?
I comprehend, yes.
The court has to further advise you that if you wish to be represented by counsel, the court would ensure that counsel would be appointed to represent you in this matter, and that you would have counsel if you could not afford to hire counsel yourself. I also wish to advise you that the court would be treating you the same as it would the people in this case. There are certain dangers to representing yourself in this matter, in that you will be required to abide by the Michigan court rules, Michigan rules of evidence, and all of the cases and statutory requirements. You understand that?
I do not.
You do not.
Judge Simpson spells out the serious charges: fleeing and eluding in the third degree, a felony carrying up to 5 years in prison and heavy fines. She also warns of a potential license suspension and offers the right to appointed counsel. The stakes are laid bare, but Tariq seems unfazed, hinting at the trouble ahead.
What is it about that you do not understand?
It's against my religion to adhere or to assimilate to any statutory.
Sir, I'm not asking anything about your religion. It is irrelevant to me. I am indicating that in this proceeding, you will be required to abide by the rules of this court. Do you understand that?
I'm having a hard time understanding why or how religion doesn't play a role.
How what?
How religion does not play a role.
The judge warns that representing yourself means following court rules, evidence standards, and statutes. Tariq's response? He claims his religion forbids him from assimilating to statutory law. This is the first sharp collision between his beliefs and the hard legal framework of the court.
Religion does not play a role in what I do or what this court does. There are certain rules of this court established by the legislature and the Michigan Supreme Court regarding how these particular proceedings will be conducted. These proceedings will be conducted in accord with those rules. Do you understand that, sir?
Well, according to the American Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, as well as the international or the United Nations Declaration on the Rights of Indigenous Peoples, the state and the governments.
Tariq doubles down, invoking indigenous and tribal rights, citing international declarations. Judge Simpson shuts it down, clarifying they are not on indigenous land and tribal law does not apply. The gap between his imagined jurisdiction and reality has never been clearer.
Sir, you have no authority for what you're about to state, because what you're about to state is incorrect.
Oh, I am an indigenous person.
No.
So I do have
Sir, what you're about to state is incorrect.
Well,
If you were on indigenous lands, if that's where you're going, then maybe you might be right. As it stands right now, this proceeding is not on indigenous land.
well, that's a matter of perspective, sir.
It is, and the only perspective that's going to matter on that is mine. We are not on indigenous lands subject to indigenous or tribal rules.
Is there
You
a
are
law?
subject to the rules of the Michigan Supreme Court as they are promulgated, both in terms of procedure and evidence. Do you understand?
As Tariq's resistance grows, the judge notes his inability to grasp the rules could mean he's not competent to proceed. She signals the need to protect his rights, hinting that a formal competency evaluation is about to become inevitable. The tone shifts from argument to concern.
That's what's happening, sir.
I do not.
What is it that you do not understand?
I don't understand.
Because I'm going to tell you something, sir. If you are unable to establish or understand what I'm saying, and go through this with you again, I have to assume that there may be some reason why you don't understand. This court will take precautions to protect your rights, and I will be sending you for a competency evaluation to make sure that you are competent to stand trial and to stand in these proceedings.
Well, I would agree to a competency if the prosecution, as well as the court and the officers, agree to take a competency.
The judge officially orders a forensic evaluation and schedules a competency hearing for July 25, 2024. It's a procedural bombshell. Tariq's grasp of the proceedings is now in question, and the next steps will determine if he's even fit to stand trial.
The way it works, you don't get to make the rules. I'm ordering a competency.
I'm not making.
Defendant is ordered for a forensic evaluation. I will set a competency hearing in this matter for July 25th, 2024. At what time? At 9 a.m. Now, sir, I'm going to ask you this.
Yes, sir.
Because it's going to depend on where you may be staying for a period of time. If they send you information as to when you have your forensic interview,
Yes, sir.
are you going to cooperate and attend that interview?
Under threat, duress, and coercion, yes.
Pardon?
Under threat, duress, and coercion, yes.
When asked if he'll attend the evaluation, Tariq replies he will, but only under threat and coercion. The judge pushes for a voluntary answer, yet he circles back with vague, hesitant agreement. It's a mix of defiance and confusion that underlines the judge's concerns.
No. It's not how it works. I'm asking you, are you voluntarily going to cooperate?
I say yes.
Pardon?
I mean, yeah. I mean, is this what are, excuse me, what are you relaying to in regard? What are you insinuating in regards to where I will stay for a time?
I'm going to make sure that we are going to have our forensic interview done. I've ordered a forensic interview. I am asking you whether or not, when given notice of that interview, whether or not you are going to voluntarily cooperate in that interview.
I will take the interview.
Excuse me?
I will take the interview.
Anything from the people?
The court ask the people to prepare the order.
The prosecution is asked to prepare the competency order, and the judge confirms Tariq's address for official notice. It's procedural, but decisive. The court is locking in the paperwork that will dictate the next chapter of this case.
Yes, please prepare the order for the competency, if you would, sir.
And the address for
The defendant.
I see on the complaint is 1410 Share Avenue, apartment 1-3.
Is that your address, sir?
Excuse me? That's correct.
All right. All right, very good.
I will send a copy to that address.
Very good. All right. This time then bond is continued.
Yes, sir. And I'm sorry, can I get that date again, please, sir? So I can put it in my calendar.
July.
Bond is continued, but Tariq's confusion surfaces again when he asks for the date a second time. The exchange is brief, yet it reinforces how out of sync he is with the straightforward courtroom process.
July 25th, you were supposed to, so I'm assuming you're waiving it, you were supposed to file your motion with the
I did.
court.
I filed it.
When did you file it?
I brought it in today.
Do we have it?
I gave it. I mean, it was stamped and everything. I gave it to the reception.
Why didn't you file it before today?
Well, as I stated at the last hearing,
No, don't go through what
a
you
week.
stated at the last hearing.
Well, you
You
asked.
knew that, no, you knew it was supposed to be filed before the day.
Tariq claims he filed his motion today, but the judge reminds him it should have been done earlier. She makes it clear that being a pro se litigant doesn't mean skipping the rules. In her courtroom, everyone plays by the same standards.
Well, as I stated at the last hearing,
No, don't go through what
a
you
week.
stated at the last hearing.
Well, you
You
asked.
knew that, no, you knew it was supposed to be filed before the day.
With the competency order in place, the judge refuses to hear his motion until after the evaluation. Tariq is told to refile if deemed competent. For now, his legal maneuvering is halted completely.
Supposed to be filed before the day. Young man, you're
That's
gonna
it.
figure out something. We're playing by my rules, not yours. So you know, do not say anything because you're gonna figure that out real soon. Do they have it?
I have not received a response yet.
Since I'm sending in for a competency, I can't hear that. I can't hear his motion in any event. So I won't hear his motion at this time. He'll have to refile it timely if he's determined to be competent. So I'll have his bond.
The judge reaffirms his bond is continued and bluntly tells him he can go. Tariq acknowledges and leaves, ending his in-court appearance with a subdued exit.
If he's determined to be competent. So I'll have his bond continue. He can go. What?
I didn't get the last part that you said. The bond continued and what?
I said you can go.
Oh, okay, no problem.
The host's reaction kicks in, calling Judge Simpson cold-blooded for her sharp control over the hearing. It's the perfect post-scene commentary to drive home how decisively she handled Tariq's antics. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.